Hello everyone, welcome to the class. My name is Elish. So today we're gonna be learning about first aid, right? But before we get started with our lessons, I'd like to teach you some vocabulary that I think can be very important for you to get the overall understanding of the lesson. And we have here these words here, this vocabulary that are really important for your understanding of the lesson. Let's start with the first one we have here, barn. Repeat, barn, barn. That's it, barn, barn, barn. For example, can use sentence use the word barn, I was cooking and then I get barn with the pot. Just a pot on the fire and then you hold it and you can get burned if you don't take something to put in your hand to hold it with, and you can get burned. Or if you take a touch, a surface where it's hot and then when you touch it you may get burned. Burn. That's it. And the second one is drowning. 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 Repeat. Drowning. Thank you. So, drowning. For example, you're in a swimming pool, right? Or in the river. And then you see somebody who don't know how to swim, and then the person can start drowning. It's like he can scream for help because he doesn't know how to swim. He is drowning. He just, is getting suffocated there in the water. So he's drowning. Drowning is like not having time to swim or face some problem in the water, and you start drawing like that. Okay, for example, we can say like a boy was found unconscious in the water because he got drowning. The next word is bleeding. Repeat, bleeding. Yeah, that's it, bleeding. Bleeding. Let's put this in the context. For example, my mother cut his finger and then she starts bleeding. My mother cut her finger and started bleeding. Bleeding. Bleeding is like the blood coming out of your body. For example, if you just cut yourself somewhere here, the blood can come out and then you start bleeding. Bleeding. That's it. And the last word is fractured. Fractured. Yeah, that's it. Fractured. Fractured. Let's see an example using the word fractured. My friend fall off a bike and get his arm fractured. My friend was riding bike. My friend fall off a bike and got his arm fractured. For example, you just fall off a bike and then you can get a fractured arm. Like the bone can get injured. You get fractured. And then you have to go to the hospital to get it fixed or to have it healed. So we learned here these words that we're gonna be seeing on this topic here, the first aid. And we have, let's repeat the word that we learned. Let's go. Barn. Yes. Barn. Drowning. Yes, repeat. Drowning. Thank you. Bleeding. Bleeding. That's it. Bleeding. last one is fractured. Fractured. That's it. Thank you. So now let's see an exercise here where we can apply the, I'm gonna just give you some sentences and you have to match with the correct vocabulary or word that match the words here. We have burn, drown, bleeding, fractured. For example, we have here, your friend has just fallen out of a tree. His leg is swollen and painful. He can't move. That's A, line A, or sentence A. Sentence B, your body has just, your baby has just put her hand in a pan of boiling water. So what can happen to the baby? You know the answer. Line C, you cut your thumb deeply while cutting meat with a sharp knife. So what does it match? If you just cut yourself, what can happen? We learned this. Just can match. Line G, at the swimming pool, a small boy disappeared underwater a few minutes ago. Fortunately, he is rescued by someone, but he is found unconscious. So what do you think can match one of these sentences here? We have a burn, fractured, drowning, and bleeding. So try to match it. A can match with what? You know it. And then we just can see like these words here. They use it in different ways depending on the context, right? For example, we can see the word bleeding here. This is a noun, but can have another form of the word. You know, the word can have another form like bleed, to bleed. That's the verb, okay? The verb bleed. Fractured here is like an adjective, but can have a verb form like fractured, fractured, right? Fractured. And drowning is to drown, right? Drown, drown. Okay, drown. And well, thank you. I guess we don't have much time now to continue our lesson. I hope to see you tomorrow and have a good one. Thank you. Bye.